Everybody, Chad from Colorado Giants. It is Tuesday, May 14th. It is time for the Tuesday update. The update earlier in the week was a bonus video, so good for you guys who care about that. So, it's time for the real update. Here are the 12-11 alts. They're doing real good. I would say these ones are probably doing the best out of the three sets of plants. And fortunately, it's been really hot. So in the span of about 7 days, we went from temperatures in the 30s and we got up into the 80s today. So I went from worrying about my plants being too cold to now, kind of sweating about them being too hot, quite literally. So yeah, I mean, they're working it out. I'm going to set up some fans tomorrow, both fortunately and unfortunately. Feeling a little underneath the weather, and I will have an extra day or two to kind of fart around at home. So that'll be good. I don't like missing work, but it's for the greater good. But as you can see, I threw out some of my drip tape. I'll show you that. I'm starting to close up the hot huts. It's about I don't know. It's probably 7 o'clock or so. So let's see here. This one's the 1911 and the 2185 Baron, and then the 1984 Barons are over here looking real good. Yeah, so like I said, I opened up the door and had the fan blowing right on the plants because these ones in particular, this hot hut is working so good it was pretty much too hot. Let's see, I'm testing a new sprinkler over in the garden. Tomorrow I'm gonna put down the weed fabric again because that's getting a little out of control over there, but I'm using this little guy right there. It's a mini wobbler head. I was testing it out today. It works really good. Very happy with that. I should be able to just use one sprinkler head. Tilled up the long gourd and just gourd patch, so that's really nice looking. That's probably, I don't know, this dirt is, I'm happier with that dirt than my pumpkin patch dirt, truth be told. And then I did this today. Well, I started yesterday. I mowed this down really low. I sprayed some killer along this. So I was just tired of this getting like a sea of weeds because I have tapped into my trunk line here when I had like containers, pots growing. So water would get out and this would just be weeds about waist high. So that will solve that. And then if I have any issues with my irrigation system, it'll just help me clean that up, keep it nice looking, and yeah, so it's just better all around. The only downside is that I'm gonna have to move this to get my irrigation line run because I want to test. I found a few lines have holes in them and stuff. I mean, these are going to be 3 years old this year, and these are kind of, somewhat disposable. So this header line is 4 years old. The soaker lines are 3 years old. So I want to test them before the plants get too big. I want to turn it on, test it, see how it's going to go, fix any problems before it gets to be a bigger of a deal. And that's about it, really. Plants are looking good. I expect them to not do a whole lot for about a week, and then after that I will start to nudge them in the right direction. Tomorrow I'm probably going to give them like a watering with some like fulvic humic, some seaweed, and then maybe like a little Neptunes, just a little bit. And then past that I will give them some stuff, some calcium nitrate. So cal nitrate to kind of just get them going, get that growth going, nitrogen bump, get especially this one because this one has twice the space to fill as the other ones. So I'm going to be pushing these plants a little harder than the other ones, and cross my fingers for the best. But that's it. Bees are doing good. Got my bug running today. I was pretty excited. I have a 1968 Volkswagen Beetle. It's been sitting for a few years, and I have a friend who helped me change out the fuel pump and tune it up a little bit, get it tuned for 5,280 feet elevation, because it still uses this thing called a carburetor. So it's running pretty good. Got a new set of tires on it today, so I'll actually be able to drive it around instead of the truck that gets about 13 miles to the gallon. But that's it, guys. Hopefully your plants are in the ground. If not, it's no big deal. You still got plenty of time to get them in the ground. Last year I didn't plant my plants for another week, so I'm a week ahead of where I was last year, but I'm right on track from when I grew my biggest one, so I'm pretty happy about that. I just realized I need to replace this post right here. Oops. So I need to do that tomorrow too. And yeah, questions, comments, queries, concerns, make sure you subscribe to the channel, tell a friend, get out there, grow yourself a giant pumpkin.